I was watching some of Black Pearl V6's video on the Baclofen pump, and I was reading some of the comments, and for example, let me just read you a few of the comments. One said, I just had the pump implanted 2 days ago. I'm still having a tremendous amount of pain, particularly in the abdomen, and not been able to get out of bed. How long did it take for the pain to subside, and will we be able to get back to a normal routine? By the way, your video is very great and insightful. And then Black Pearl V6 says, hi, it took a week or 2 to feel better. Wow, okay, he has a lack of sensation in the stomach. Oh, wow. They did say that when you go in for the surgery, you're going to be spending a good amount of time in the hospital, and that may affect my summer class, because, well, I'm taking a summer class, and it doesn't begin till July 8th. Nonetheless, we thought the surgery was going to be in between my 2 summer classes. Nonetheless, they did say that I'm going to have pain for like maybe, if I recall correctly, 1 to 2 weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks even. And, see, so we're talking, okay, if we're going to do it mid-July, maybe around July 21st, I guess it is, then, let's see, then that just fell back there. So, anyway, you can tell that I'm still disorganized as ever, but that's another discussion. And anyway, okay, so, oh, shoot, my computer, because it's not plugged in right now. Where's the battery level? It's at, 70% remaining. And so I better hurry up with this video, I guess. So I was just watching some of the Baclofen pump videos, and I was watching Black Pearl V6's videos, and I was just reading some of the comments, and I'm like, yep, I can definitely relate to some of these, because like someone had talked about, he said that, for example, he went about 10 months post-injury before getting the pump. He said that he was miserable and practically begged the doctor for the pump. That's basically the same thing that I did once my orthopedic doctor brought it up. She's been my orthopedic doctor ever since I was 3 years old. I'm 23 now. And she had said that she wasn't even going to bring it up while I was still in my basically teens and what have you. And so I guess under the age of 18 and all that. And so, and people are going to say, well, why didn't she bring up oral Baclofen as an option? Just trust me, this doctor is one of the best doctors in the country, and so I think she would have, you know, now that I found out about the option with oral Baclofen, but then she knows that I'm taking medication that's oral medication for OCD and anxiety and depression and ADHD, so just add another oral medication. By the way, the computer blacked out while I'm recording. I apologize again. I don't have the computer plugged in right now, and let me just keep the mouse moving. By the way, that's what they say to do if you're doing computer forensics. I did take a computer forensics class once, and they say that if you find something going on, just jiggle the mouse. Don't touch what's going on if you need to preserve it as evidence. Anyway, that's another discussion, but back to the point. So Black Pearl V6 said that he was miserable and practically begged the doctor for the pump. That's like the same thing as I said that happened to me when my orthopedic doctor brought up the pump. I'm like, because we had discussed it that day, and let's see, so she brought it up. Then I went in for the MRI, and I would publish the, well, I have to get out of mom's roof to do that, out from under mom's roof, because I would publish the MRI pictures and stuff. I'm not like, you know, people are going to be like, well, isn't your mom concerned about privacy and all that? Yeah, that's her concern, but you know what? I got pretty much nothing to hide. It's my brain. You can see the brain injury, apparently. You can see all kinds of stuff on the MRI, and that's what they had to do before. I haven't even seen the MRI images yet, and I think the CDs in the car, they do it on a CD nowadays. And even when we went to get the x-ray at the hospital, I just said, oh, you know, you could take a picture of him whenever, and they were like, no, we gotta get your consent to. So unfortunately, you have all that bureaucracy and all that fun and all that. hey, you can't release this or whatever, we gotta get your consent. So if I ever publish those MRI pictures, and if I ever put a montage together of like the x-rays and what have you, because they were trying to check everything and by various appointments and all that. So, God willing, if I ever get out from under Mom's roof, and if this surgery goes well, and whatever else happens, trust me, I'll make a montage of it. I think it'll be, considering Black Pearl did say again that he was in there for 2 weeks, and they did say to me that basically, you know, how I have physical therapy, and then I'll be back in bed, and they'll now want me to, you know, roll over and stuff, although I normally sleep on my stomach because, you know, I mean, all kinds of complications could happen. And I mean, you know, a catheter could burst, and if you do that, well, baclofen's flowing into your, worst case scenario, baclofen's flowing into your blood system, and then it could be that you overdose on it, and boom. I guess it could be like, I don't know, a tetanus effect, since they say like with tetanus your muscles just go all like whatever, and you kind of, I mean, that's the, I guess that's the effect they're worried about, like if the catheter breaks or if your pump, you know, God forbid, ever gets punctured or whatever. But so I'm going in for surgery myself on the 21st or whatever it is, and I'll let you know how it goes.